Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, bringing you my next black and white Pokemon analysis. Today, we're going to be looking at the final evolution of the Grass Starter, which is the royal Pokemon known as Jalorda. So let's take a look. So as for the name of this Pokemon, I've actually seen two different names for it. I've seen Jalorda and I've seen Jaroda. But right now, Cerebi is saying Jalorda, so I'm going to go with that. As for its type, it is a monograss type the entire time, and its abilities include Overgrow, which is a move that, or an ability that all grass starters get. And what it does is that it increases the power of your grass moves when you are at only 1/3 of your health or lower. As for its Dreamworld ability, which I'm sure all of you know about by now, it is called Perversity. And what it does is that whenever you would get a stat drop from anything, so like someone uses Screech or whatever, and you would lose, or you would be -2 in defense, Perversity actually reverses that. So it makes you +2 in defense. And this ability is essentially ridiculously good and can be combined with Leaf Storm to increase your special attack by 2 every time you use the move. And since this is so widely known about and used in competitive battles, I'm not going to include a Perversity set in this video because they're already out and I'm sure everybody knows one by now. As for the stats, you can see that this Pokemon is actually very bulky. 75 HP and 95 defense and 95 special defense. So maxing out its HP and putting EVs also into its defenses and stuff can make it take lots of damage and not have to worry about it. As for its attacking stats, the special attack and physical attack are both at the same 75 base power, but it's not exactly the greatest power, but it can be decent because this Pokemon actually gets quite a bit of attack increasing moves, whether it be for the special or the physical side. And now its speed is incredible with 113. So it is probably one of the fastest grass types in the game now. I believe Sceptile is still faster, but this one might come in second. So that is definitely a stat to be looked at because of how high it is. And so with that, let's take a look at a couple of different sets that utilize its stats to its fullest potential. So this first one right here is pretty much a standard subseeding set. And this Pokemon actually gets a few different tricks that help it subseed better than a lot of other grass types. As for its nature, it's going to be timid because you want to be fast, so timid will increase your speed but decrease your physical attack. As for the ability, we're going to use Overgrow, like in all of these sets, because I'm not even going to get into Perversity. As for the EVs, you want to have high HP, so 252 EVs for that, 4 EVs for special attack for the heck of it, and then 252 EVs for speed. So you have max HP and max speed, so that you essentially have, or you can recover more Leech Seed and get more Leftovers recovery every turn than you would if you had lower HP. So that's why Leftovers is the item for this set. As for the moves, obviously Leech Seed and Substitute because it is a Subseeder. But for the next two abilities, which are very unique to Jalorda, Grass Mixer is a new grass special move that has a chance of lowering your opponent's accuracy. So essentially, if you get the drop, Subseeding just became that much better, because now they have a chance at missing whatever attack they're using to break your sub, and then you get more Leech Seed and then more Leftovers recovery with it. So it's an awesome move to have, and it's also a pretty decent powered grass move. I think it's 65 power. But along with the accuracy drops you can get with Grass Mixer, you can also get paralysis turns as well with Glare, which is a 90 base power move that paralyzes your opponent, or sorry, 90 accuracy move that paralyzes your opponent. So essentially, you can prolong your subseeding by getting accuracy drops and paralysis on your opponent's Pokemon, which is awesome And with this Pokemon's high defenses and such, there are even chances that you won't even be able to break its sub at some points, but not putting EVs into that probably won't, or they'll still be able to break your sub still, but like just the fact that it has high defense to begin with is always a good thing on a sub-seeding set. But this is actually a really effective sub-seeding set that I could see being used a lot. As for this next set, it's going to be based on the one that I made for Nageki in a previous video, and I'm really considering just making a video on a set like this just so people can see its uses in the new generation. But what you give Jalorda, I don't even know which one to call it now, is a careful or bold nature. Either of them increase your defense, so that's essentially what you want to do. It doesn't matter which defense you increase, just whichever one you prefer, I guess. Its ability is Overgrow again. And then the EVs are going to be 252 HP, 128 defense, and 128 special defense to give it its max bulk. And then the item is going to be a pressure band, which I explained in a previous video, but I'll do it now again. Basically, it makes it so that the end turn damage of moves like Whirlpool, Wrap, and Fire Spin does, I think, 1/8 health, or it takes away 1/8 of your opponent's health. So it's a really cool move to have if you're lucky enough to have a Pokemon that has one of those trapping moves like that. And obviously, Jalorda does. So you're going to be using the Wrap move. Sorry, I was thinking music. You're going to be using Wrap along with Leech Seed and Toxic. And so what Leech Seed is going to do is it's going to keep your health up while this set is going on because you don't actually have leftovers because of the pressure band. And at the same time, Toxic is going to be wearing down your opponent even further. And then obviously Protect is going to be your last move so that you can gain more Leech Seed recovery and deal more end turn Wrap and Toxic damage to your opponent. So it's a really cool set to utilize with this Pokemon, and because of its high defenses, it will be really effective. As for this last set, it's going to be quite different from the other two. You're going to give Jalorda a bold nature, meaning that it will have increased defense but decreased physical attack. Its ability is going to be Overgrow again, and then the EVs are going to be in HP, defense, and then 4 for speed. So you're going to have 252 HP EVs to give you your max HP, 252 defense EVs to give you your max HP plus the bold nature, and then 4 EVs for speed just to make you 1 point faster, and that could mean the difference in some situations. And then the item again is going to be leftovers. As for this move set, it's essentially meant to be incredibly annoying. You're going to have a Calm Mind to be increasing your special defense and also your special attack. And that's why all the EVs are put into your regular defense, because after 1 Calm Mind, it will essentially be equal to your max defense, I believe. Actually, no, sorry, after 2 Calm Minds, it'll be essentially equal to your max defense. And then the moves that you'll be utilizing will be Giga Drain to increase your HP, and with the Calm Minds up, you'll be taking more and more health away from your opponent. Hidden Power Fire, so that you can have another type, or you can have better type coverage, because there are so many different Pokemon that resist grass type moves, it's not even funny. And then your last move is going to be Dragon Tail, which might seem weird on a Pokemon using Calm Mind because Dragon Tail is a physical move, but we're mainly using it because of the fact that it switches out your opponent if it hits. It's kind of like a Whirlwind Roar move, if I haven't explained this before. But the only thing that's weird about it is that it will not work through subs. Like if you hit a Pokemon that's in a sub with Dragon Tail, it will only do damage to the sub, it won't actually switch them out. So basically, I wanted the set to kind of be like a grass Suicune because of your high defenses and then high HP plus Calm Minding to increase your special defense, Giga Drain to keep your HP up, which would, I guess, be in the place of Suicune's Rest, and then Dragon Tail, which would be in the place of Suicune's Roar. So it's a really cool set and pretty much utilizes this Pokemon's special attack and massive defenses to its greatest potential. And it can prove to be quite the bother to your opponents, especially because of how annoying it can be and difficult it can be to take down. But that's about it for this grass starter. I really like this one a lot, as you can see by my creativity of 3 different sets. So I hope you guys too do too, and you leave me a comment letting me know what you guys think about this new Pokemon and possibly some of the sets I came up with. But with that, I guess I will see you in my next video. So take care, guys, and I have a good day. Bye.